What's up? What's up? How
Yo,
are
yo,
you?
yo. Hi, Cece. How you doing?
What's the deal?
What's up, y'all?
Yeah.
Can you guys hear me okay? Good, good. What's up, y'all? Cece, we never properly met.
Oh,
So
see,
how you doing? I go
look,
by Steve Demar.
I'm trying to catfish on this bitch. My fault. I'm good.
Do your
I'm good.
thing, man. Do your
I'm
fucking
trying to
thing. You
look.
gotta add
I look
the
rough.
forensic.
Light ain't it.
I look. This lighting is horrible. I look rough. I look.
There we go.
Uh,
Need to be too bright. What's up with you, man?
I didn't know. Dude, I'm fucking over here with my hairy ass face. Nah, Cece.
how I get this shit off my screen?
You said what?
Okay, all right. So Cece, YT, welcome you guys. It's an honor to be here. So if I'm correct, you guys are a duo now? You guys are a group, or
How
you
can we
guys
label
separate
this? Because
artists?
a lot of the people that fuck with us, they'll say we like a duo, but we more like partners in this shit.
Because I met you as
Mhm.
just YT yourself. You know what I'm saying? I think that's dope. That's YTCC. So y'all both can, keep that with the YT movement. I like that. But so is it one of those where it's like YT and Amir and
Yeah.
Corday and all of them,
Yeah,
they're all their own artists, but
I
you
would
got
say it's more so like it started out, you know what I mean, of course, solo. You feel me? Let me see. It kind of froze. Is he still here? It's still there on yours?
No, he loading. It's loading.
Okay, there we go.
we have to.
Okay, so yeah, of course it started out solos, you feel me? Me and her, we linked up, did a track, went from there, and then we just kind of, we built from that point on. Like Code for Life is a us thing, but as far as like artist wise, she's her own artist, I'm my own artist, you feel me? We just when we drop,
Okay.
you know what I mean, it'd be a YT and CC thing, because me personally, I told her, I said, I don't really like putting this shit as a feature, because she's not no feature, you feel me?
And I was only asking also because, also to separate that for everybody that's watching, but as well for me as the interviewer. I want to, since you're both separate artists, I want to make you feel like you're your own artist, getting your own individually. You know what I'm saying? So I don't be like asking a question as a group and then you having both of you answer as a group when there's like your individual people. So let's start off with you, Cece. Tell us more about you and how you grew up and how you got involved in music.
I grew up pretty good. I didn't grow up too hard. It was decent. I can't complain too much. But I grew up around a lot of music. My whole family was doing music. My grandpa used to do the blues. So my first like genre of music was blues. So the first instruments I started playing was like the trumpet, the violin. Got into all of that. Realized I wasn't really one that wanted to play it. I wanted to vocalize more. Moved out this way. And I started writing more, sucked at it. I was completely ass at writing. I swear it was terrible.
We all are. That's how we start. We don't know how to. When we ride a bike, don't we almost fall for the first time?
But once I started getting like a little rhythm and a little comfortable, I think I released like a little snippet of me like singing something when I was like 17. I think I was about to go to college. And it was cool. Like I got a lot of like respect back for it because nobody ever heard anything from me. And I used to say it all throughout high school, middle school, all that. I was like, yeah, I rap, I sing. But then I started getting like stuck in the singing atmosphere. So everybody thought I was a singer. When I met YT, I was like, okay, now I could get a little bit out of my comfort zone. So I was singing a little bit, but I started like doing what I really like to do, and then got hella good.
Yeah,
dummy good.
Got really good.
That's how it is. I just like I didn't even know I could be that like good of like I didn't even know I could like reach certain in my music with the lyrics that I said. I was like, damn, if it wasn't for a 3 beat, who knows if this line would have even came out? You know what I'm saying? So dope. YT, growing up, like was music in your life all your life, or did you start later
With me,
on?
music's
How
been
did that go
around
about?
pretty much my whole life. I grew up in the household with my dad, my stepmom, you know what I mean? Over time, you know what I mean, I had different genres, I would say. At a point in time, I also stayed with my grandmother. My grandmother was like the oldies. My pops, he was like trap, old school, like that Black Rob era, like shit like that, you know what I mean? But as far as me, like doing music on my own, I always like, I would say once I could put pen to paper, you know what I mean? And I figured out who the fuck was like my go-to, like who was my like inspirational type artist. I was listening to them heavy. I started out listening to 50 heavy. You know what I mean? So when I started listening to 50 heavy, it helped me work on my delivery. You know what I mean? And I felt like as an artist, that's like one of the first things you got to get down packed is your delivery. You know what I mean? So I was like, I was always bumping. What fucking project was that? That was my first one that I bought from him was the Curtis 187. That was like when he did that I Get Money shit. You know what I mean? When he did that era. No,
Oh, so that was later,
yeah,
later. I
man.
forgot how young you are.
Look, let
I'm
her
thinking
let her tell it.
He's an old head. This nigga's
Exactly.
old. This nigga's old.
But nah, once I could put pen to paper, bro, and I started like working on delivery, I started coming out with like little bullshit songs. I dropped them on SoundCloud, like literally garbage ass songs. If I go back and listen to, I'll be like, what the fuck was I on, bro? But gradually over time, I started finding my sound, and I just grew, you know what I mean? I grew with it. And ultimately, it started with a little bit of pain from shit that I've been through. So it's just like it carried on. You know what I mean?
Mm.
it talks a lot about pain. Like, you know, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you like that album, bro, you're gonna listen. You gotta listen to 50's older shit, bro, because he does. And I hear your pain. I had everybody that's in here. Welcome. We didn't forget about y'all. I appreciate everyone that's joining in. I had the liberty of performing alongside YT, and he was really on his shit. He was getting it, like moving around. He wasn't in one spot. He had the crowd feeling him, and when one thing I like to do as an audience when I'm not an artist, I like to look around and see what the crowd is thinking, because I'm still kind of an artist at the, you know what I'm saying? Even though I'm in the crowd, I'm still an artist, because I want to know, all right, what type of music do they like? Would they like my type of shit too, or, you know, stuff like that. So, and I saw that people were really nodding their heads, and it ain't always about dancing that means you like a person's song. It's about how their head nod, because their head is nodding, that means, yo, they're fucking with it. It's just something in our brain. It's so close to our brain. It's that's the first thing that, if that's the first thing that moves, you know this shit is dope. You know what I mean? So let's get on to Cece. Describe your style, like your style of music. Are you rapping? You singing? Because I heard you on the hook.
Sing. It depends on whatever vibe I'm feeling in that moment. I might rap. If it's a singing type of thing, I might sing, rap kind of thing. I don't know, like a Roddy Ricch. Everybody says Dej Loaf. I wish they didn't say Dej Loaf, but it's a little bit of that.
I mean, would you rather Dej Loaf than fucking Nicki Minaj?
I'm not talking about popping no ass. I mean, for me, so like, yeah.
That's like Dej Loaf don't really pop. Yeah. I get the sound as well, but I feel like if somebody were to say I remind them of artists, I would hope it'd be like, you know, fucking maybe Drake or Post Malone,
so being compared to somebody that done fell off and you don't hear about her no more, you kind of like, damn.
But look at this. It ain't that she fell off. See, most of the, all right, this is how the industry works, CC, and I'll be real with you because I've been in this shit. It ain't always that you fell off. It's just when you're a rapper like Dej Loaf who raps about life, she don't have ghostwriters. She don't have people, you know, she raps about shit she goes through. Sometimes you gotta, like Drake. Drake can have people submit music, but he raps about shit that he goes through because, you know, he'll take a minute before he drops music, and then he'll drop all these songs because he was living life, so he had material. And I feel like Loaf right now, she's just trying to get material. You know what I'm saying? Because one year, it took me 5 years to make this one album, one time. And it's just like, you just gotta, you gotta go with life. Life isn't always gonna, you're not always gonna have things to say at the moment. You know what I'm saying? Rapper to always be, that's why they have ghostwriters, that's why they take submissions, because they'll get burnt out. You know what I'm saying? A rapper would get burnt. Now, I'm not saying every rapper does, but most of these rappers that are so into it, like they're every fucking where, like the cameras are always on them, they are.
I'm not paying that nigga no mind.
So sometimes they pay for. So I see Big YT. So yo, so let's get to you, YT. What's the hardest thing about being a rapper?
for me, staying motivated, I would say for her too. I would agree because we both kind of like when she's down, I try to boost her. You feel me? I don't really speak on it on my behalf, but I be having my moments where I be feeling demotivated with this shit because it feel like it's so much because you not only are you being your own artist, you being your own manager. You know what I mean? You're doing all your shit. You know what I mean? It's worth it at the end of the day, but yeah, I would say definitely that motivation.
Yeah, yeah. It really is something that it's hard to always have, especially in the industry where I hear your style, YT. So I hear you rap, bro. You don't rap about all these money, all this guns and shit like that, like how everybody else. You don't rap about emo shit like my girl left me. I want to cut my. You don't rap about weird shit like that, and it feels like that weird shit. Not to disrespect anybody, but I'm a rapper too, and I always say shit because I can defend myself. But that's weird. All that weirdness that's getting popular right now in hip hop that everybody seems to fuck with, that it makes you feel like, man, bro, am I not enough? Do I have to do that? Do I need to just be like that? And it could break you down and make you not feel motivated, as well as your own struggles at home where you gotta, as an independent artist, we have to do this shit ourselves. So maybe some have to still have a regular job. You know what I mean? That's where it even gets more demoralizing because you're like, fuck, like I
Be
can't
real
let
with you
nobody see me work.
to bounce back on that. Me personally, I don't give a fuck what people think because at the end of the day, what is that saying? You want to be as clear as you can be. You know what I mean? You want people to be able to see the ins and outs. You know what I mean? It was I don't know if you remember, C, but remember that one nigga on Instagram, I am Big Seven. He be doing the reactions, the reviews and shit. One day I joined that shit and I was like, I want to get a reaction on some shit me and her, you know what I mean? We ain't dropped yet. So I sent it in, but I was at work delivering pizzas. And he was like, I respect people like that because there's a lot, like you said, a lot of people don't want to be seen as, oh, I got a job while I'm doing this. Woo, woo. Yeah. They want to be that nigga that 9 times out of 10, they want to be that nigga that's out on the streets hustling. You know what I mean? Or I got it from nothing type shit. Not realize it's still working a 9 to 5. It's still getting it out the mud.
Yeah. And do you feel, Cece, this is for you, same type of question, but it's on a different, like, do you feel like rap has been more okay with that? Because remember, Cece, I don't know if you saw when Young Jock was doing Uber. Remember that? And everybody was on him about that, and it kind of felt like people were shitting on him and clowning on this dude who had ways of getting income. And I think maybe they weren't ready for that shit to hear that at the time. What do you feel, Cece? Do you think people are ready now?
They ain't never gonna be ready for that ever. People are so caught up in the societal standards. So anybody that's doing a 9 to 5 and they're trying to do like a whole different like anything artist wise, anything that's like not that traditional route, you're always gonna look down upon. If you're not making a full income from that, they always gonna look at you crazy. Always. That's never gonna change.
Yeah.
And it's usually the ones that are hating. It's usually the silver spoon fed, the ones that's always getting them handouts, the people that's dick riding. Like those are the ones that's always talking shit. And those are the ones that don't know like that pressure and that like ethic to like get it by yourself.
Because that job, whatever career they have was probably given to them by their father or it was a family. Yeah. I really like both of you guys' answers. Like I fuck with it. YT, I love your answer, man. CC, yours was awesome because it's really a good way. Because I was thinking, because I get it from both sides. Like YT is the type of dude who is trying to get people to accept it. Like, yo, man. And then you dealt with somebody who, was giving you respect and giving you props. And I feel like that's how it should be. And I'm hoping we get to that level. But like CC has a point there as well. Like it's hard because you get it. Like when you go to a family member, and I've had it before I started doing this shit more seriously. Yeah. I was still, on my shit, but I would go with my family or homies and whatnot, and then they'd be like, oh, so what you doing now? Like, where you at? Like, what you been like doing now? Like, bro, what you mean what I'm doing now? I'm a rapper.
And
like,
the shit
this is my life.
Is like. But you'll do all of that, and I see my family do the shit too, and it pisses me the fuck off. Like that's why I don't pay them too much mind. But like, they'll talk all that shit while you're grinding, and when they see that you got like a little bit of numbers, and they see that, okay, you actually got potential, they start dicking. Like, they're like, oh, that's my cousin. Oh, go show some love in the comments. But it's like, y'all act like we forget what y'all was saying when we wasn't getting 12,000 views and 10,000 views. We know what y'all was saying when we got those 50, 10, 100, 200 views. But as soon as they see, like, oh, one of us is up there now, let me dick off them so I can get all that attention this way, so they know, like, I'm a part of that. But you're not, because you didn't support me then.
It'd be the ghost family members too.
Yeah,
The niggas that
pop
don't
out
be around at all.
They're like, oh, you remember me, cuz? Oh,
You know,
no.
they that motherfucker that come around when you sparking the blunt type shit. Them
Yeah.
niggas that don't come around
Fucking
with shit.
roaches. Fucking roaches.
You feel me?
What gets me, y'all? What gets me? No mean to interrupt you. I'm sorry. What gets me is like when somebody that I've had homies who were childhood friends, that, because I've been doing this since I was a kid, so I'd always like perform at assemblies and stuff like that, and I had homies like every time I go in and stuff, like, you know, the teacher will announce I'm gonna be performing, I have homies like, damn man, you always trying to perform that, so you always gotta perform and this and that, and I try to tell them, man, I'm a rapper, this is what I do, like I have to, like, if in order to want to do this shit, they're like, man, I don't know how you do that shit. I would never want to do that. And then years later, I've had it happen. This is a true story. I'm not gonna throw any names because I'm not like that. But this same person hit me up like, hey, I'm trying to be a rapper. You think we can we do a song? Like, I see you're doing your shit now, and I feel like I want to too. And I can't hate on that. I can't hate on nobody. But when there's history there, and I'm like, bro, you're the same that was like laughing at me, and now I'm like looking at him like, now I can just get a show with ease. You know, I'm still great. I still got to grind, but I can get a show with ease sometimes. And this dude, he's probably like how he's probably doing it like how I was when I was trying to perform at every assembly. Now he's trying to ask everybody, what's up? Can you give me a show? Can you give me a show? Now I'm starting to see what it took, you know. But it's later in life. It's not too late to be a musician. Obviously, I'll never hate on nobody, but like, sometimes you got to give a person a taste of what you went through so that they can
charge
see.
Their ass. No free features. That's how you get them with that. It's no head, no free features, no handouts over here.
What's up?
So White, I have a question for you. So if I look down, you guys, I've been writing. I write down all my notes, all the questions that I ask you guys. I'm never gonna hear empty, but I also like to bounce off each other. So there might be answers that you give me that I didn't even have a question for, you know. But for this is for you, YT. How are you trying to make a difference in hip hop?
I ain't never really like. I don't got a direct answer on it, to be real with you. I vibe. I just got to vibe with myself first. You know what I mean? Once I find that vibe within myself, that's what that's what I do. I find my vibe within myself, and then I try to connect with other people through that. So if I would say anything, it's more about connection. You feel me? Making because you know what I mean. The world would never be a better place, 100%. But if I can play a part in connecting somehow, some way through music, or even through any other endeavors that come with it, you feel me? Then 9 times out of 10, that would probably be my mission with the shit.
Mm-hmm.
And if I can just jump in, bro, like I said, I heard your music, and that's a problem. I knew you because I met YT in the studio. I met him through N3. We kicked it. I didn't really know. I meet a lot of people through N3, so I don't know whose like friendship is gonna last or who is just an associate. You know what I'm saying? So I never take it like beef or nothing. If you're just an associate, that's if I see you again, be like, oh, what up, bro? Like, how you been? But if you're like the homie, it's gonna be like, you know, I'm gonna keep in contact with you and shit like that. So I didn't really know what YT was, and then he was just mad chill at the studio. We was chill, and then I saw him again at an event that we did together, and I was like, wow, I finally got to hear bro's music.
Thank you.
And it was dope, bro. It was really dope, man. Like I fuck with your style, and I asked you that question because I do feel like you can bring a difference to rap. You're not talking like everybody else, bro. You're speaking from the soul, but not like a R&B way. You know what I mean? You're speaking from the soul like a real hip hop. Not to shit on nobody like that sings like Rod Wave or anybody, that type of rap. But you're like, you do like that type of shit, but actually rapping. Where most people have to sing it, you actually rap. You can think of the words to say. Most people, they can't think of the words to say, so they gotta harmonize or they gotta hum shit or sing shit.
And it's crazy
It's easy,
because
you know.
to pick off that, I told her I wish I could do that shit easily.
That shit, that rap is hard.
Man, no, three. Don't I always tell you three? I wish I could mumble. That's hard work too.
Hard.
I'm like, damn, like a mumble or do a trap song where like I'm like saying, and I'm like that. But truth of the matter is, my shit is like I make rap for people to decipher. You gotta hear my wordplay and hear what the fuck I'm like. You gotta actually maybe listen to my shit once or twice. I hear that with YT, but because I'm so knowledgeable, I got YT shit right away. And that's the type of thing, like, I feel like, you know, that type of following, that type of people, I want to be around those people. I want to be around artists that have something to say and not are trying to just follow the trend or aren't just, like, make a song that they feel like it's not being their true self, but they got to do it. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like YT will ever make a song like that. And I feel like you, Cece, I don't know you too well, but I know fucking with YT, he won't let you do that, and you won't, or not he won't let you, but he'll motivate you
Tell him what I just told you the other day when you sent me that snippet.
What snippet?
That one that I told you. I normally don't tell people hold on to music. Remember?
Oh, I was gonna drop so I use SoundCloud or something just to push stuff out when I want to get some off my chest. SoundCloud is like my open diary type of thing, and I was writing this dark ass song because I was like, this shit is good. Like it, you know, like, but I wanted to put it out like immediately. And I sent the snippet to him because I was like, let me see if this nigga like it. And he was like, nah. He was like, put that on all platforms, do a video to it. Don't just put that shit out too fast. Like, this is good. This is raw. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, like she's one of a kind, like one of a kind artists that you get that's like real rare. You feel me? And when she sent me that shit, bro, I was like, nah, this right here is a gem. You need to actually sit down on it, work on it. You feel me?
That hook that we did for the promo,
definitely,
that shit was a slapper. Like, and he's not like you. I heard that, I was like, damn, that is really dope. And I didn't hear, honestly, I did not hear Days Loaf, but I only heard because you mentioned it. So, you know, just for further next time, like, if you don't want to be compared to that, you like, don't bring it up because I didn't really, but now it's like, oh, yeah, kind of.
That's one of our early tracks too, low key. It's just one of our, like, more, I would say, established, like when we established our relationship, like, as this my best friend, we do music together, this my partner, we do clothing, we do that, you know what I mean, shit like that. Once we like actually like solidified and locked in, we just started working. And honestly, that's still one of my favorite tracks, that Survival track.
Oh yeah,
definitely.
But you guys both complement each other well, so that even if you guys were a duo, it'd be perfect. But the fact that you guys are your own artists, you can still do music together, and we can still see both of your guys' worlds. When you drop your own song, YT, and when you drop your own song, Cece, you know. But we already know that we'll know what to expect when y'all come together. You know what I mean? And I like that because I love seeing, you know, when an artist, and I feel it was a gem like YT. I heard bro rapping, like I had to get closer when I was like, oh shit, bro really rapping about some shit, you know? And it's like that was a gem, and not to shoot on any of the other artists, but that was like a gem other than myself to hear. That was the difference. Everybody else was, you know, talking about almost the same thing, and it was just nice to hear a difference for a change, other than myself. So it was dope to see that. So when he's saying you're a hidden gem, I believe it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I believe that shit. And, you know, I'm sure people were shitting on Wayne. People were shitting on, who else? What's his name? Swizz Beast, when he was bringing out Cassidy. I'm sure people were always, like, finding some way to hate on somebody, like, and this person is saying, yo, no, this is the next big thing. This person's going to blow up. And everybody was doubting. But look at Drake now. Look at Nicki. You know what I'm saying? Look at what's his name? T.I. because Swizz helped T.I. get big too. Look at, you know, so it's just artists like that you never know if you just like truly pay attention to somebody's mood.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when it's our turn. Now we have to like prove to them as an artist. Now we got to prove to them like, all right, so now you're fucking with us. Now we got to keep you, you know, on that. So let's go with that. Cece, let's get back to you. How do you see yourself keeping your fans if you say you make that hit song
Just
and you just blow up?
but
This fame can hit you. How do you
just
keep
keep
those
putting out
fans?
authentic stuff. I never put out anything that I've never lived. I never put out anything that's somebody else's story. As long as I'm telling my story, if they stay, they stay. If they don't, they don't. I'm not gonna force them to stay. As long as I know I'm putting out authentic stuff, that's all that matters.
Oh yeah, I love that. Hey, yeah. So YT,
No,
man, you've been performing
no.
for a while. You've been performing
That
a lot.
last show was my first show
Nah.
since 2018.
Okay, so let's say
2018
2018
back
back
then,
then.
yeah, I was
Were you
more
performing?
on the showcase scene out here.
Okay, and I'm not trying to be biased because I'm from LA Unlocked, but you're more than welcome to add this last show if you want to also. But let's say, like, what was your favorite place? And if it's not, there's no hard feelings either. What was your favorite place that you performed at, and
Hands,
you was just like it left you
hands
like,
down
yo, this
would be this.
they fuck
Honestly,
with me.
would be this last one because only reason
Yeah,
I can say that is because the crowd,
we didn't
the
pay them to
the
say that, y'all. Let me
the
throw that out
crowd,
there real quick. We
the
didn't.
crowd, even though it was like it was vendors, it was artists. You had people that came out that supported, certain artists. Everybody naturally, even the DJ fucked with the
Yeah,
artists, and then I mean, I didn't know the DJ from, from anything. You feel me? Even the person that was with the DJ type. You feel me? So I felt like the energy in that room was there. You feel me? First,
you see, I didn't even know it was you, bro. You have the same look, like the glasses and the hat. So I recognize,
fucking
but
so
I
funny.
had came in late, bro. So I just I heard rapping, and I was like, damn, this dude like talking shit. And I get closer, and I was like, oh shit, it's YT. I remember
Yeah.
you from, from when I saw you that last one we
My
met.
girl
I
got
was like, oh
a
shit, that's
habit with telling
YT,
me,
nothing like
show
that.
your face some more. Because I know you said about the glasses. She'd be like, show your face more. Take the glasses off. But it's like, it's it's attached to me until I could find another alternative type shit. You know what I mean?
Nigga blonde.
But
He's blonde.
No, if you didn't have the glasses on, bro, or if you didn't have the hat on, I probably wouldn't recognize you, bro. But because you got that look,
mm-hmm.
that look that I saw when I first met you, and you that night again, the glasses the hat backwards and the glasses, I was like, this fucking YT, what the hell? Like right off the bat, I already knew without even
Mm-hmm.
ever listening to any of your songs before. And it was just unfortunate that I haven't, bro.
Thank
Because
you.
like you're
But
dope,
yeah,
dog.
hands down,
Like
it was the
you're
energy in
and
the room. A reason why I say that, like that, I would say that's the best show, hands down. The number of people, the energy in the room. You feel me? Like my
yeah,
past ones. The reason why only reason I would say I cherish my past few shows was my boy Scooby was alive, and he'd be on the stage with me whenever I perform. You feel me? But other than
okay.
that, I say this last one that it was more,
Who'll be the
yeah, sincerely
the
Scooby.
camera guy? Yeah, yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
had the privilege of meeting, bro. Yeah, yeah. Man, when Three told me about that show,
Yeah,
man, yeah.
definitely.
I don't want to bring back the past, but rest in peace, man. Like
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna leave it at that, man. But okay, that's a trip, bro. So you've
Definitely.
been around for a
Mm-hmm.
while, then. Like you've been going through for a while. That's bro. Um. So Cece, let's get to you. Like, um, what is your history? Like, what did rap like do? Why was it rap that you chose instead of something else? Or, what was rap about? Or
It's
just
an
music in general?
outlet for
I guess
me.
I should say.
It's a way for me to push out those emotions that I'm like too stubborn to openly say to somebody. So that's why I say it's like an open diary for
Okay.
me. Like you want to know what's going on in my head. I can't just openly say like, oh, I'm dealing with this, and the third. Because I wasn't raised like that. I'm not that type of person. So for me, I rather
Right.
put the pen on the pad, put that in the studio, and then you can feel what I'm saying. Like you can feel how much hurt, or you can feel how much sadness, or whatever you might think it is. You can feel it just by the way that I'm presenting it in the booth. So it's just like it's my diary. That's what it is.
Yeah.
He ain't lying either.
Hear it. Hear. No, hear. the way you're singing your hook, like people don't understand. When you're a singer, you cry. Sometimes you cry in the booth, like you let your spirits out and your feelings out. And I feel like, I'm not saying you, but I feel like I can hear. I sometimes when I hear beat and I'm rapping on some personal, because I struggle, and I write like I'll have tears writing my shit. Like, damn, this shit was hard to write. You know, but singers and I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make it seem like you cried, but like in your it's, and I mean this as a compliment. It sounded like you probably did shed a tear, And if you was
no, you good.
Don't take that the wrong way. If you was said the same shit and you sounded like that, I would have been like, damn, bro, you sounded like you probably like shed a tear after that, because I really felt like, man, that the way you're singing it is different than somebody who's singing something that was written for them or given to them. You sang it like you wrote that shit, like you probably didn't even read it while you was recording.
That shit, I sent that back to him maybe like 45 minutes after he sent me the beat. Maybe.
Yeah, when she worked. No cap. If that vibe is set right, in her bag.
Yeah.
So let's keep this on both of y'all, and let's continue with Cece, and then you can answer next, YT, because I want to hear this from you too, bro. What was y'all driven force? Like, what drove y'all? Like, what kept you? Because you say sometimes you have troubles with being like motivated, but what was the driving force that was telling you, you know what, I'm gonna still do this regardless of how I feel?
Probably my girl and my best friend, to be honest. Those are the only two people that were like, like you can hear people saying, oh, you need to drop something, and they just be saying it because they need new music. But you can tell when somebody genuinely is like, look, this is your path. Don't fumble that. Like, keep it going. You can tell when somebody really has nothing but pure heartedness when they telling you, like, hey, pick up that pad and start something. Even if you don't finish it, pick it up and continue. So definitely my girl and my best friend for sure. And my mama, but she need her ass beat.
Being on that real shit, because I just recently got into a relationship, so being single for so long and doing this on my own, and now I got a girl that I can trust and who supports me and is doing herself as well. Absolutely. But it's dope to have that driving force, because you need that. You need, I'm not saying you need it, because you got to also have it yourself, but it's nice to have somebody that truly loves you and that's gonna be there. Like, yo, I'm gonna let you know when you're fucking up, and I'm gonna let you know when you're doing great, and I'm gonna congratulate you in a positive way.
For sure.
Yeah. No, yeah. YT, man. So what's been your driving force, bro? Why do you want to keep this career?
At first, I would say honestly speaking, I was just doing this shit just to do the shit. But then the more I grew to love the music shit, it became a part of me, to the point where it was like, I looked at it like, yo, it was like, if it wasn't for music, I wouldn't be on socials. If it wasn't for music, I wouldn't know half the people I fucking know. You feel me? And I met a lot of dope souls through this shit, and it feels good, you feel me, to be able to meet different people, and whether they stay around or they flee, you know what I mean, it is what it is. But like, I would say definitely meeting new people, because I would say when I first met Cece, I know she probably was like,
we were oversharing.
Hey, she was low key. I thought she was gonna be more distant, like on the road, like on a trip to the fuck. Because here's the thing, I met her through another artist. Don't remember her name. Y'all did that Mint Moore song.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was just on SoundCloud just listening to shit. You feel me? Ran across they track. I asked her. I said, who's your homegirl? She networked us. We linked. Sent her a beat. Our first song was called Cold. Immediately put that shit together, linked up, and I kid you not, my mind was she was gonna be distant. She probably gonna be shy. She probably not gonna really like, be like 100% there. But as soon as we got there, nigga, we was 100% there. Yeah. You feel me? Like, the vibe is there. it was authentic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was 100% authentic. You feel me? Just real as fuck.
You
You
know,
feel me? And that's
like,
my thing that keeps me going with this shit. When I come across people that I know is real,
yeah.
legit. You feel me? Like they true to themselves
Yeah.
pretty much. You know what I mean? And me and her, we clicked instantly. So it's like I like that. That's my thing. The thing that motivates me is meeting new faces and making new bonds.
Goddamn, Quan, welcome. So I want to add this to everybody too. Everybody in the audience that's watching, please feel free to ask a question too. This isn't just me interviewing. See, the thing that I do at LA Unlocked,
yeah.
I want people to know who you are as a person. Well, I'm going to talk about the music and all that, but I really want people to know you as a person, because when you get famous and when you blow up, there's going to be times where you're not going to have a chance to interview anymore. Or when you do interviews, short, quick 5-minute interviews, and they're ask you simple shit like, you know, where are you from? You know, like, you know, what's your favorite song? You know, shit like that. And it's like, I want people to get to know you, like, and know you as a person. So please, y'all, ask a question.
I
Feel
got
free.
one.
This is y'all interview too as well.
Music question for this one right here.
You pointed the wrong way.
This way, that way don't matter, nigga. So,
White, see, this one is for you, bro. What's the meaning behind your stage name?
Not really a meaning behind it, my nigga. I was in school. I was young. I was with I moved from LA. I went to Albuquerque to live with my moms. I was in high school around the time. And I linked with some niggas, you feel me? And we had like a little high school group or whatever type shit. The homie made a track that was hard as shit that I slapped for years and years and years. And I felt like it was like, I wouldn't say it was about me, but I related to that shit so fucking much. And that was the name of the fucking song, bro. I got my name from a song, bro.
Okay.
Back in school. And then from that point on, after, because people would know I always walked around slapping it on the box or whatever. And people were like, you know what, you might as well just call yourself that shit. Because I was like, fuck it. I said, it sticks. And people were just calling me originally after the fact. So I stuck with it. I went through with it.
Okay. Yeah, that name, your name is definitely something that people think is easy, bro. And I'm gonna be completely honest with you, bro. And I swear to God, I'm not lying. Last night was the first time I ever really like said my name to myself, and I kept saying, wow, like I really made like a name like that, like a name, you know what I'm saying, that I don't have to change no more. It's really like my name. I have a personality behind it, and I create like, I never thought like that, bro. No, all these years, it was yesterday, bro. Like I was like, damn, like, you know, when you hear other people's names like 50 Cent or Eminem, like you hear those names, and you're like, you can hear that as a stage present name. YT, you can hear that. You know, YTCC, you can hear that as a stage present name. You know, and I was like, hey, nobody knows how hard that is, bro. Like, I must have went through like 4 or 5 names. You know, it's hard work. Cece, this one's for you. What's your earliest song or remember like the first time you heard a rap song and you were like, damn, I fucking love this song. Like, what was your earliest memory? And
it was probably a Missy Elliott track, for sure. A Missy Elliott track. Okay. She had the personality. When I was a youngster, that was like the personality that I wanted. But she done turned into a bad bitch now, so I don't know. But anything by Missy Elliott. I'll tell my dad, hey, can you put the CD in? Can you put the CD in? Could you put the CD in? Love her. Love the hell out of Missy Elliott.
This was another question I had later, but you know, we're already on it, Cece, so I'll ask you, because I would like to say maybe I think it's safe to assume maybe she's an influence, but who are you, like, your influences in the music industry? You don't mean to be like one genre, you know, just who do you look up to in this industry?
I didn't look up to too many people in the industry. The only person that I was like, yo, I idolize her for sure, was she was a rapper. Her name was Lexi Allijet. God rest her soul, she passed away,
Okay.
but she had like and this ain't me reaching, she sounded like a female J. Cole. There's not a lot of females that have that type of mentality when they're rapping, because they always think they got to talk about that, that certain shit. But she was talking about life. Like, she wasn't talking about no shaking ass, selling this, selling that. She was talking about like some real shit. Only person I've ever idolized in this music shit ever. And I think I idolized her when I was 14, started having conversations with her, and I told her myself, and I got the honor to tell her myself, and she followed me on everything, heard my first track, told me I had a great track. She said I'm gonna go somewhere with it. Other than that, not too many people.
Yeah, man, and the fact that
Yeah,
you got
it's
to
humbling.
meet her, I feel like the fact that her spirit is out
Humbling.
there still high on you now, because that's
Yeah.
gave me that compliment, meaning she liked you for real, for real.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? She liked your music, and that's dope. And I hope, and I see it. Like, I see you living on that legacy that, unfortunately she had to let go of, but you're do it on. Being your own artist, of course. You know what I'm saying? But, we all get to live, we got to meet artists the way, and they fucked with our music, so we know our legacy, their legacy is going to live on through us in our own way. So I definitely respect that. And big ups, because that's what people don't remember, Cece. That's what hip hop was based on. It was based on ancestors, off our loved ones that we lost. It was every time, if you heard rappers, they'd be like, "Yo, I want to give a shout out to my homie so and so. Rest in peace, my nigga." Or when somebody passed away, they'd be like, "Yo, I want to, rest in peace to my loved ones. Rest in peace, my grandma. I wouldn't be here without, shit like that." Because that was that's who we did it for. We did it for the spirit world, to let them know that we love you. I'm not saying that's the only reason why, obviously we have different opinions. But for me, I took it as, when those artists were doing that, and KRS-One once said in an interview, like, "I don't listen to your shit if you're not shouting out your dead homies." And I believe that shit. I was like, yo, if you're not shouting out your dead homies or your loved ones, I ain't listening to your shit either. You get what I'm saying? Like, this is who we do it for, so that they can know that we love y'all. Y'all still alive. That's what hip hop was based on. The ones who we lost. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna keep it like that. You know what I mean? So, YT, this is for you. Which skill would you be least willing to give up if you had to, and why? And examples would be like, skill would be of how you can come up with your shit.
Do it have to be specifically
skill
music?
would be of how you
communication.
Whatever, bro. Whatever.
Because I overly communicate with people, and I don't receive that shit back half the time. You feel me? Not saying that it's an obligation of anybody to have to, hit me back on any type of shit. But I feel like where my energy is put, even if I give you 2%, you can at least give me 2%. You feel me? What I give it, what I mean? I feel like anybody in life, not even just me, what you give is what you should receive, and especially if you're trying to do good by people.
Right.
So with me, I would say if it's a skill, I wish I could. I wouldn't say 100% give up, but I'll say if I could just like somehow lighten up on that shit. But it's just me, because I'm, you know what I mean? I like communicating. My auntie used to tell me when I grew up, shut the fuck up, you talk too much.
This is true.
It is what it is. I can't help that. You feel me?
I get it.
That's one thing I would say.
I get it. I'm like that with overthinking shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's good because it helps me write, but sometimes I get my feelings when I overthink, and it's like something like, oh man, it destroys me, bro. So I get it. That's a skill that I like to get rid of too. Cece, this is for you. What was that? Oh, I lost the question over there. Sorry. What would you be doing now if you weren't involved in music? Like, was there something that before you decided to be an artist? Was there something?
I don't know. No.
Oh, I thought you answered my bad. But yeah. So what would be something that you would? What do you think?
I can't tell you for real. I don't know. Like, when I was young, I used to want to be like a detective type of shit. As I got older and saw how fucked up the world was, I didn't want to be involved in any of that shit. I really don't know. I never thought about a what if. I have no idea.
I
I'm not even lying. I don't know.
think
Like
we all been there.
I always got
Yeah.
a different. I always have more than one income for sure, but like I never thought about like, oh no, I'm lying on my ass. I've thought like if this music shit don't work when it needs to work, I'll go full time active duty in the military. But then I was like, yo, I'm tripping because that hell no, hell no, fuck no.
Yeah.
YC, why? This is for you, bro. What is the most accurate description of your musical taste?
Damn, that's a tough one because I listen to a little bit of everything. Even she'll tell you, and some of the
Okay.
shit that I listen to, she don't think it's hot, or she'll be like, it's trash.
Ass.
You know what I mean? I just got an open ear, I'll say.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Your ear needs to not be that fucking open.
We gonna do this right here. We gonna do this right here. God damn it. Yeah, no, man. I got an open ear, man. Like, I don't know. Be real with you.
No, I feel it, man. For you, Cece, how are there any particular themes or messages that you explore in your music? Is there something that you like? Let's say, for an example, uh, a rocker will talk of like for an emo person will base their music on being heartbroken and writing songs, and that's their theme. What would be your theme? Like, what can people be like? Oh, when I hear YTCC, this is the type of music I think of.
I say pain. What caused the pain? What created
Are we
the pain?
talking collaborative or her
Yeah.
as a solo?
Well, I was because like I said, I'm trying to separate the interview, so I want y'all each to feel like it's your own.
As far as her.
So this.
Okay.
I'd say pain. I'd say like my music will tell you where the pain is right then and there and what caused it to that moment.
Okay. Yeah, I can definitely like I even said it earlier. It was pain. Like when I heard that, I was, and she must have shed a tear or something.
Right on the head.
Pain, and I hear that in YT's music too. You know what I mean? Like pain is something we're all gonna go through. But the fact that I always say this, man, we're us being artists, we're really really lucky, blessed, whatever you want to say. We're that because there's people who go through shit and their escape is alcohol, their escape is drugs, the hard ones. It's everything other than shit that should kind of be helpful. Not everybody's like that, but majority of people to where it becomes an addiction. Us, we've been blessed and lucky to have something like an escape. If we're mad, we can write, and suddenly we're not even upset anymore. If we're like fucking stuck in traffic, pissed off, we could turn on a beat or maybe one of our songs, and we're like, fuck it, we did that. You know what I'm saying? And we did that, and not too many people can. So I love that you guys are expressing yourselves. I never feel like it's an issue for anybody. Sometimes I feel some people go too far. Like, you guys are pain, but motivational pain. I feel like some people are pain where they don't even want to help themselves, but their songs are so popular and they're like, fuck, they just got blessed. But they don't even want to help themselves. They just want to making all these, they don't want to motivate nobody. And I feel like, it's cool to make different type of songs, but also like our job is, and I don't want nobody to be like, oh, we're not role models, because we kind of are if we want to be or not. But being in that industry, our job is to motivate people, to entertain them, to make them have a better day, make them, not in like a puppet way, but kind of, because we are puppets in this industry. But our job is to enlighten people, make them feel better about themselves. That's why most of these famous rappers or celebrities, they have all these stories where they claim from like, oh yeah, it's like I used to live in my car. I used to sleep in my car and shit, and this and that. Like a lot of people have these stories that when it's almost like you're their hero in a way without even knowing it. Because what happens with the hero sometimes goes through bad shit and came through bad shit, but became somebody, was like and grew up to be somebody. And that's what I feel like as an artist, we kind of have to, especially older artists, we kind of have that, bro. We have to let these people that love us and that love our story, we got to give them motivation, bro, to keep going. We got to give them motivation to keep, you know what I'm saying, to keep doing better, whether we want it or not. And I feel like a lot of artists are stepping away from that. You know what I mean? So, Cece, where do you hope that music can take your career? Are you interested in anything else? Do you want it to open any other doors for you, or is music
I'll
just
probably
your only
make
path?
like, I don't know. I ain't even got there yet. I could throw out a bunch of things that an artist would say, like make a label, my own clothing business and stuff like that. But I don't know. I want to get a little more tied into myself, because it's hard for me to do everything else if I can't even handle myself yet.
That's real.
And this right here, this one is for both y'all. YT, let's start with you. What's your writing process?
It
like?
changes.
Like and doing your thing. I've been in there, you know, I was with you, but you know, let the people that never met you or don't know you in that personal way. What's it like when you're working on
I gotta
song?
feel that beat first. You feel me? Sometimes I might have some shit where I just sit down, I write with no beat, but ultimately it's the vibe of the beat. Number one. Back then I kicked the habit. I used to have to take me a little sip to open up some. You know what I mean? But I kind of mellowed out with that. I don't drink as much as I used to. You feel me? So I would say more my writing process is more pure and more thought out now. You know what I mean? But ultimately, yeah, I just gotta hear the beat. You know what I mean? Sit on it for a minute and then just see what comes about, how I'm feeling in that moment. You know what I mean? I'm not really like an off the top type of nigga, but I do have my moments where I can.
Hell yeah. And is there any like tradition, or do you need what's that word I'm looking for? I've been sipping a little bit, y'all, so forgive me. But it's not like a tradition, but like something that you need. Like me, sometimes I need a cup of horchata when I'm about to record. Like that's just my thing, you know what I mean?
I will
like,
have a drink.
And
recording wise, I will have a drink.
He's gonna have the whole bottle. A drink is crazy.
I know, I saw.
Definitely.
He trying to be discreet.
Hey, definitely. If I'm in the recording phase, it gives me it opens me up to where I'm more comfortable. Like, you know what I mean? Because I still shut up. I still got my like my slight shell that I'm coming out of. But ultimately, I would say definitely a drink.
All right. Yeah, I get it. People like me, I love to smoke weed. I can't drink because I can't, you know, I can't function right. But I need to smoke weed. I can't. Whether if it fucks me up or not, I need it. You know. So Cece, let's get to you, sis. Like, what's your life when you're in the recording process and the writing process? What do you need? You know, what do you need to be like? Do you want people there? Do you not want
a single
there? You know,
song
stuff like that.
there? I hate when people are around. Like, I've tried to write in the studio with YT because I know I could write fast. I tried to write in the studio with him, and I was like, I can't do it because I'd be feeling pressure and I'd be forcing shit out. But it sounds crazy, but I have to be butt booty naked in the shower, like saying this shit. I gotta get it. That's how I get
that is a good that you said that. That's another thing. Sitting on the toilet is like
get
the spot.
I do it in the shower because it makes me sound like I sound like Beyonce. So if I feel like I sound like Beyonce, I'm pushing out 100%. But yeah,
that's because you're more vulnerable there, and when you're vulnerable, you get to be 100%. Yourself because there's nobody judging you at that moment. You know. So, but so you rather be by yourself. Do you smoke? Do you have
snacks.
a bottle
like
there
a
with you? Do you like?
I'm a snack type.
Okay,
I'm a snack nigga. I got a bunch of chips, all types of random shit. I be fucking my stomach up in the studio.
What's your go-to snack?
some
I be
shit.
having hot chips,
Like,
anything spicy,
just like,
and a Sprite for sure.
oh, yeah. Because this is some shit where I want y'all to be brutally honest, because when y'all blow up, I want people to watch this, and whoever's gonna be your guys' associate or your assistant one day, I want them to pay attention to this shit. That's gonna fucking be there with them. You better have Cece's fucking chips and YT's bottle. Like, no, but another one for both of y'all. Like, what do you guys do to make this fun? Because, you know, sometimes it can be very hard to be lighthearted in this thing, in the era where you got to be tough. You're not soft R&B singers. You guys are rappers. You're a rapper singer, you know? So what do you guys do to be fun, to have
by
fun and
myself,
enjoy it?
when I was by myself, I was too.
Yeah.
I took shit too serious. You feel me? To where I stressed myself out. You feel me? When I met her ass, that's when all
Okay.
the extra shit came. You know what I mean? We goof off, all type. Like, it's just the natural. For me, it's just the partnership and the friendship that we got. That, you know what I mean? That's what it is for me. I don't know. Yeah, because I can tell you a story, motherfucker.
When we work together, I think it's we put the friendship first. Like, anybody that's in our environment, it might be awkward for them, but I'm not like, if it's not one of them, like a person that I gotta be on my 10 for, like, I'm chilling. Like, I could be goofy as hell, but if I gotta be on my 10, then I'm gonna be serious, because I'm like, I don't know what type of nigga you are. You don't know what type of nigga I am. I don't want to have to take it to the next level, but you feel me? Like, when it's just us, and like, even our video man, when he's with us, he be cracking the fuck up, because we just be chilling, like, we having a good time. Like, yeah, we doing business, but at the same time, we can sit there and fucking laugh and have a good time, and not make it so fucking serious and awkward, and just like, hey, we need to do this by this, we need to do this by this. Like, that's just not, that's
off camera, like off camera, off out of like off duty type shit.
Yeah.
When we fuck, I mean, we be fucking playing Call of Duty, all types of shit, my nigga. It's just natural type shit.
Yeah.
You feel me?
No, definitely, and I love that, because again, this industry is so serious all the time, and you got, you know, when you get signed, you have business suits watching over you every move, and it makes you feel uncomfortable. But one thing that I loved growing up was like, it wasn't even just the shows. I loved watching the bloopers. You know, I love watching the bloopers. I love seeing the behind the scenes of when you get to see the person for who they are, because, you know, at that moment, that person doesn't necessarily know their lines, or they forget their shit, and then they make a joke because they're nervous, and you know that nervous. That's why they made that joke, and it's nice to be silly like that. And I grew up watching that. I grew up enjoying that. You know what I mean? YT, what is something that people would be surprised to know about you?
I don't know. Fuck, I never got asked that question.
I'm telling you, I want people to know.
I would have
artist,
to add.
bro,
I would have
like
that question. Me personally, I would like to hear outside thoughts on that type of shit. You feel me? Because me personally, sitting there, I don't know. Me, I just try to do right by people. That's how I get down. You feel me? I try to let people know I'm there for them ultimately, because you know, in this world, people will say that shit, they'll talk that shit, but they won't walk that shit. You feel me? And people don't believe it when you tell them, "Yo, I'm there for you." You feel me? So if I could say anything as far as what, like, about me, I'll say definitely I'll tell people, look, I'm here. You feel me? I'm not just saying that shit either. You feel me? Like, I'll pop out if I have to, type shit. You feel me? I don't know. I'd have to hear an outside opinion on that question.
okay. No, definitely. Respect to that. Cece, this is for you. How have you ever had writer's block? And if you did, how did you deal with passing that, to not, you know, taking off those fucking, you know, gates or whatever that was blocking you?
Honestly,
how do you deal with that?
Truthfully, I get writer's block 90% of the time. So that's why, like, I hardly be dropping, and I get in a really dark headspace. So it'd be hard for me to get out of like a writer's block headspace. Lately I've been writing a lot, and I'll take advantage of the moment, because the moment comes and goes depending on what my atmosphere is in that time being. Because, you know, life does its lifing, and adulting does its adulting. That should be kicking your ass, and sometimes you forget. So yeah,
Yes,
I don't have like a writer's block, something that'll helped me get out of that aspect. It'll come and it'll go.
I totally get that. You know, as for people who aren't artists, sometimes it's hard to explain it, but sometimes it's a simple beat or like a sound that we hear, or say you just wake up. And I used to have this thing where I would wake up, like I'd have a dream of something, and I'd wake up in the middle of the night, and I'd write that lyric down, and I'd turn it into a song or something, just because you're right. Sometimes this shit just comes to you. Sometimes we can work on a song and then not touch it for like a month, and then go back to it and hear it differently. You know what I'm saying? And
right.
we sleeping on this. We could have finished this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that's where you finish it. You know what I mean? So that's definitely, like, I feel like writer's block, sometimes you just have to give it time. Some people like to force it, and sometimes what they say, if you have to force it,
you be right, complete purpose.
You know what I mean? And that's why I feel like, and that's why I feel like a lot of these artists that these labels are just signing left to right, so many of them, they're being rushed to put out that song already so that somebody can, you know, see which one works. And they're being rushed. They don't get time to sit there and, you know, whether they get writer's block too. If anything, they've never wrote a song in their life. So of course they're gonna get writer's block. But they have to look, or they you know, somebody needs a rapper that looks this certain way for now. They'll teach you, you know. But it's dope to have people that such as yourselves who already know the ins and outs and I always recommend to please any artist, please read a book by Daniel S. Passman or anything you can find to teach you about this music industry, to teach you about the business, because being an artist isn't what's cutting it, y'all. Being an artist isn't what's gonna save you at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? It's the business aspect, the shit that you know. You know, for a perfect example, do you guys remember that group Pretty Ricky?
Pretty Ricky.
Oh, don't get her going.
I knew she was on around. Yeah. So they had a dude. I think his name is Spectacular. That's his name. Pleasure P, he kind of came back, and everybody else, the other brothers, like I haven't heard from them. But Spectacular, he's like a mogul now. He's a straight mogul. He created this book and these videos to help people become successful in the business aspect of the industry. You know what I'm saying? These are artists that I was like, damn, they barely like work on their music. Like their lyrics are simple and easy, catchy, but simple and easy. But no, and when I stopped hearing from, that's why I was trying to tell Cece earlier, like, you may think these people fell off, but you never know. There's some actors who became directors, you know what I'm saying? And like there's some what's his name? I forgot the dude's name, but this is a light-skinned dude. He became a producer.
There we go. Yeah.
But Young Bird. Remember Young Bird? He was a rapper and shit, and then people thought he fell off, not knowing he'd been making millions off of these songs that we've been loving and enjoying. That was YB. You know what I'm saying? That was Young Bird. He just changed his name to Hitta, or I forgot what he changed his name to.
Talking about
Hitmaker. Hitmaker. 3 just said it. Hitmaker. So yeah, and it's like I heard a Hitmaker too. That's the bullshit part about it. Was like I just never put the faces together. But I was like, damn, I heard a Hitmaker, and when I found out it was Young Berg, I was like, oh damn, I thought bro fell off. What the fuck? You know, so you sometimes, man, you just never knows. You never know. So let's move on from influences of artists and whatnot. I want this to be for the both of y'all, because I feel like this needs to be heard from both of y'all. Let's start with Cece. Who's like producers that you looked up to and you want to work with one day? Producers. You said one earlier, so I don't know. Maybe you want to mention that name again.
Oh, y'all asking me first?
Yeah.
Missy's I mean, yeah.
I was like, why y'all staring at me?
My bad. I don't like voice. I'm sorry that sometimes I have my voice is too light. But yeah, Cece, my bad. That was for you. No, there's no producers you want to. I was going to say you mentioned one, Missy Elliott.
That's inevitable. That's gonna happen. We pinning that, but I don't really know.
Okay. YT, what about you? Is there a producer that you would you're influenced by, or you would love to work
Timberland
with one
shit.
day?
His shit different. He got some dope shit.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You corny as fuck for that. You didn't see her. She did it quick. But nah, Timberland. I don't know if DJ Drummer produced at a time or if he just strictly did DJing, but that's a nigga that I always wanted to work with. DJ Drummer, he dope.
Okay. Yeah, DJ Drummer. Well, most of the mixtapes that they do, you know, they
So I
it's
said
already
I don't know
somebody
if he
else's
ever
beat,
like
you know
really
what I'm saying?
produced,
Yeah.
but just on that, you know what I mean, on that note of who I would want to
Yeah.
work with, DJ Drama is a dope what you call it? A dope nigga that's in the game.
Okay. Cece, can I ask you something? What's been your favorite thing since joining this industry, like, and pursuing music? What's been like something that you really enjoy about it? You know, it could be the typical, you know, writing. You know, writing is fun, but like, is there something about it that, like, man, this shit is,
I
I
probably
can
say
enjoy
the
this shit, like, for
feedback
real.
from something. Like anything that I put out, that feedback that I receive, sometimes people be like, damn, I felt that.
Great.
Like I really felt that. And I'm like, damn, I didn't think you was gonna feel it. I thought you know what I'm saying, like it, share it type shit. But when I get some feedback, some positive feedback at that, like the negative feedback, we love that too, but definitely that feedback.
That's a great fucking answer. I love that answer because not too many people. A lot of people will be like, I don't care. Like, I don't care what people got to say. You know, people are getting paid. People go, nah. Cece, you come off as somebody who used that as motivation and looking at that as feedback. And some people be like, yeah, they go straight to the hate and all that. No, you didn't look at it as hate. You just went straight to the word feedback. And how things really pursues how you look at things. So that was a really great answer. I appreciate you saying that. YT, this is for you. How does your music reflect your personal experiences
As
and your
far as
beliefs? Like what when it comes to writing your music and rapping about a certain topic, what gives you the right to be comfortable with rapping about that style? Like, for example, people who rap about guns and violence, like they'll tell you, oh, because I grew up around gangbanging, I grew up around that shit. People who rap about heartbreaks and shit like that,
basically, so
oh,
like,
because I grew up around, you know, a lot of girls
like
in
the topics I
strictly
choose and
right,
shit like
you
that.
know, shit like that. Yeah. So what, like your beliefs, you know, and stuff like that. Like, how does your life reflect
Very
in your music?
transparent. Very transparent. I like to speak on shit that I've personally been through. I can tell stories. You feel me? I know how to do that. I can be a story writer, but at the end of the day, speak on shit that I've been through, regardless if it's repetitive or not. You know what I mean? I feel like ultimately we all relate through losses. You feel me? So if I can reach out to you, you know what I mean, through you lost your mama, you know what I mean? I ain't lose my mama, but I lost somebody that, you know what I mean, I might feel, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's a tough one, but I would ultimately say, yeah, being able to relate through my life to your, how can I word this?
You want us, if I can interrupt, maybe I don't want to assume, but maybe you're saying like you kind of want us to experience the things you've been through and then like kind of be like live vicariously through you, like what
in a sense, yeah, something
it?
like that. Let me shed my negative and my light upon you. You feel me? The shit that I dealt with, maybe you dealt with, maybe not in the same way, but you know what I mean, in your own way, you done been through some shit. Like I make music for a little bit of everything. I used to make party music all the time. You feel me? But I grew out of that because I seen it was more to it than just partying all the time. You feel me? Once niggas started it. My thing is, I always tell Cece this shit. Adulting sucks. Adulting fucking sucks. No, nigga, I don't tell you adulting sucks, and then you be like this, and then you no, nigga, you turn around and say,
"Nigga fool you." I started that shit.
No, that's bullshit.
Because I was mad. I don't know what happened, but something happened where I was doing some adulting shit,
Bullshit.
I don't do too much of that.
Bullshit.
I try to avoid it any way that
Bullshit.
I could possibly avoid doing
I
anything that
started
requires me
that
to be
shit
adult.
between us.
But
I
I
did
let
when my
he said
car
this
got
first,
taken,
and
nigga.
I said, "Damn, adulting sucks." And he said, "Damn, Bess, that's the realest shit you done said today."
Why is you capping so hard?
I got the messages.
Oh no! He sounded a little more
But
convincing.
then he started telling me why that was the realest shit I said that day, because something was going on with him. It's probably him.
No,
in his car.
nigga, I'm
It's
telling
always the
you,
car.
that was not the first time, nigga.
That's the one that I remember, and I said it
Hey,
first.
see? She said that's the one I remember. But yeah, nah, G. Ultimately, it's adulting. It's this adulting shit that we all deal with. You feel me? From 9 to 5s, from losing people, from feeling like that one viral video. It's this one Latino guy that he went viral. He said, shit. He said, I fucking work, but I never have money in my pockets. You feel me? It's like we doing all of this work, regardless if it's for money, if it. I wouldn't say to impress everybody, but to, like with me, I always like, relationship wise, I say it in this manner. I do my best to stay good. That way, if any negative shit try to come around, it can be determined on if it's true or not. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I put in work to build character, to live life. You know what I mean? We all do all this shit. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, it's like, for what though? Like, that's the big ultimate question. Like, for what? You know what I mean?
That was deep, man. That was deep.
Shut your ass up and finish eating your chips. Eat your chips, goddammit.
maybe, maybe it's to leave a legacy and to maybe one day. Look at all these other famous rappers, like my homie, for example, Spiffy Luciano. We saw him when we grew up having nothing, like to now where he's at, and it's like sometimes maybe the goal is just to keep to build a foundation for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Growing up, when you have nothing, I'm sure my bro thought the same thing when he was going through shit. Like, damn, when the fuck is my time gonna come? But maybe that's what we do it for, so that one day we can make it.
That's
leave
the
a
beauty
mark
of it.
behind. You know what I'm
Because
saying?
regardless because I look at it like, regardless if you feel like you making an impact or not, somebody is impacted. Somebody. You know what I'm saying? That's why I ended with what I said was like, for what? You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you can do so much, you feel me, in your life, and this person might feel like, oh, he wasn't doing shit with his life. Ooh, but to another motherfucker, they might be like glorified, not glorified, but like amazed by that shit. Like, damn, this nigga doing this nigga doing that. What can, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. So it's like, ultimately, what is it for? What are we working for? What are we working towards? We're, like you say, leaving a legacy.
I think it's because we're gonna die, bro. We're gonna die. My only reason I don't do this industry to impress nobody. I'm my own biggest fan. Not to be statistic, but I'm my own biggest fan. But while being that, I'm also my own biggest critic. So I will always, in order to love myself, I will always judge myself first. Like, what don't I like about myself, and then how can I fix it? You know what I'm saying? So that's how it is. But I do all this shit because I know I'm gonna die, bro, and I want, you know, my music to live on, whether I have kids or don't have kids. You know what I'm saying? I want my music to live on because Pac inspired me when he was long gone. He died when I was like 4 or 5 years old, so his music didn't hit me till like I was like 7, 8, when I was able to understand shit, you know. And then when I became a teenager, shit, I can't even tell you how much pop music hit me. You know what I'm saying? I just got older and understood shit more. But it was just like, you know, sometimes it's just, you just gotta, the meaning behind this is so that you can, it ain't have to be about the fame. It's just so you can be like, you know what, I did something, whether you remember it or not when you're dead. I don't care if I remember my life now when I die. I just know that people will remember me because I did something for that, you know. Yes, so definitely, I think that's is to leave a mark. So this question right here is for the both of you guys as well, and we'll start with Cece. Do you think anything can be done to improve the current state of rap music? Because we've kind of been on the decline as far as like good, authentic shit. You know what
I
I'm
don't
saying?
know. You answer this one first, best, because I don't know.
Are we
Okay, why?
are
See,
we
let's hear your
talking
answer, bro. Like, what
musically,
do you
like as
repeat it again?
in sound wise, or are we just talking in the universe of music?
Yeah, just the universal. Well, no, let's talk about. Let's be more specific towards hip hop because
I would,
that's what we're in. You know, we're in hip hop. You know, all are a part of hip hop. So the whole state of that, like, what do you think it can be improved? Is there things
social
that you don't
media
really like
like a
Yeah.
about this
motherfucker.
industry?
Social media like a motherfucker, because because
So much fun when you were a mystery, right?
somebody can say one thing, and it'll fuck your whole
Yeah.
shit up. You feel me? And you sitting there like, you know what I mean? Like nah, like social media is the biggest fucking what's the word? I'm kind of stumped right now. It's
Downfall?
like it's not good though. I'll tell you that, huh?
You think
Yeah, you feel me?
like a
Because
downfall?
it like a lot of artists say that. Well, ones that I listen to, they'll tell you that a lot of this shit they'll post the fucking negative before they post the positive. You feel me? And I feel like hip hop wise, I mean, back in the day, it was like, yeah, niggas still talked about certain shit that's talked about today, but nowadays, you know what I mean, it's pushed to a narrative to where it's like, well, damn, hip hop is fucking up the world, woo, woo, woo. But hip hop's always been around type shit, and these certain messages are just all recycled and just said in different manners. But you got motherfuckers controlling the narrative that'll fuck somebody's lifestyle up. You feel me? Ultimately, that's what I can say as far as that.
No, that's real talk because people don't understand. Like that's why when people get into these beefs, they don't realize this isn't just like some simple shit. Somebody drives or cuts you off, and you don't like that person no more. Fuck that person. No, with this shit, the way it is, with the way social media did it, is like now anything you say, you can be like mad at a person one day, and that'll be your homie.
Yeah.
But you get mad at homies. You know what I'm saying? Mad at a person and be like, man, fuck this dude, man. And then somebody to get you on camera, and then all of a sudden, yo, so and so just said fuck, so and so. But really, it be on something, that's my
Yeah.
brother. And sometimes I get mad at my brother. You know what I mean? So you're right. Like social media really, it helped people. But I'll tell you this, rap, I get it. It made people more. Social media made everybody
Yeah.
feel like they can do this rap shit. But what people always said back in the days is before social media, and the people might not remember that about the industry, is the main thing they would always say, just like how people say, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Remember that? People used to say this shit before the internet got was, not everybody can make it in this industry. Not everybody can make it in this music industry. But social media came and fucked with everybody,
But
making
see,
everybody think,
then
oh, I can
when
do
you
it.
hit that
Anybody can do
when
this
you
shit.
hit that nail, it's like a two-way street, because you got people that's making it that shouldn't have the platform, and the reason being is because some of these gatekeepers, they don't want, like, I'll tell you like this, like you always hear why LA can't be like Atlanta. Atlanta is, you know what I mean? They cooperate with each other. They know how to put their people on. Woo woo. You feel me? Come to LA,
Yeah.
it's pride. You got pride, jealousy, all types of shit. And it be some of these gatekeepers that can change the narrative, because I can tell you now, it's a few artists in LA that's dope as shit that's barely getting their shine on. Like I caught wind of Airplane James, bro, hard as fuck. You feel me? Him, what's the other nigga name? Jason Cash.
Look at Steve. Look at
I
Steve
said
Lacy. Oh,
Jason
you said
Cash.
Battle? Who? Who'd you say?
Yeah, like
Oh, Chase.
a lot of these niggas,
Okay.
like they
Yeah.
push music that's needed, but the niggas that's, you know what I mean, that got some type of hold on the game where they can put niggas on, they not doing that shit. They overlooking it and they picking up these weirdos. You feel me? And it's like y'all don't respect the game as such, in my eyes, because the game always getting talked about as is going downhill, it's taking a spiral, but ain't nobody helping put on real artists that can bring something to the game type shit.
And they're all doing it because they're getting paid, and these people will sit there and be like, oh, they'll have a song with a big rapper and be like, man, you don't know what I did through this. No, homie, you just had money. You had money. You paid this rapper for, because I saw this article and it really upset me the other day. It said that the best way to make it in this music industry right now is to have somebody who's already famous help you out. That's obvious, duh. But what got to me was that they said that that's the best thing, and I was like, that how dare they? You know, that's
because you got to have talent to back that first. You feel me? You got to have that talent.
Yeah,
you got to have that hustle, that grind, all of that. That's why, like, when I say that, though, when I say about the gatekeepers, I mean, keep an eye on motherfuckers. Don't overlook them just because you automatically assume they trash, or you just want the next big thing. You know what I mean? That's out the city type shit.
Yeah. Like Steve Lacy, man, people gatekeep bro so fucking much. No offense to Sid. Shout out Sid, man. She's dope. But I never really listened to the internet. I didn't really know their music like that or nothing like that. And then, yes, Steve Lacy. There's this artist named Steve Lacy. He's a part of this group called The Internet. And the lead singer, Sid, she was a part of Our Future. She came out with Tyler the Creator and all of that. So that's how she got big. But she had her own band, and I didn't know, like, I never really listened to them. They're dope, though. I did listen to them finally, and they're dope. But I'm a huge fan of Steve Lacy. And it's like, damn, bro, I had no clue that bro was in the internet. I would always hear things about, hear their music, see them online, see, you know, posters of them and shit, of their next tour. But I would never, like, pay attention to them. And then I became a fan of Steve Lacy, and I started listening to his music, and I'm like, damn, this is dope. And then I heard I read something about him, and it said his time when he was with the group The Internet. I was like, wait, what the fuck? I didn't know that shit. Then I went and started listening to The Internet again, and I was like, oh shit, that was dope. So it's just like, it's those, you know, like, you never know, man. And like, people were just like gatekeeping him. Like, nobody was really like spreading the word about the internet, Steve Lacy, or none of that. Even Thundercat, nobody was spreading the word about Thundercat. And I'm like, bro, like, y'all gatekeeping, bro. Like, he's so dope, and you guys are
definitely gonna
hiding this shit from us.
Because I've seen that cover before, and I don't remember where I seen it. It looked creative to me, though. Yeah. I say that, but I didn't take the time to, like, double back and be like, let me give him a listen. You feel me? Like, I tend to get put on artists late as fuck, honestly. If I don't just shut up. Shut your ass up. Don't be nodding like, yeah, you too, nigga.
Yo,
I just be...
Yo, both of you guys, I love it, man. I love the person. See, the thing about this industry, you gotta have personality. You know, I always say this: in order to persevere, you gotta have personality. That's why you like, you know what I'm saying? So, right now, man, I just wanted to say real quick, thank you guys for giving us your time, for fucking with LA Unlocked the way you do. Cece, I look so forward to hearing from you more now that, you know, you're connected with YT. You know, YT is our homie. YT, you know, we're always going to be locked in with bro. And you know, I want to thank you guys for making time for me and making time for us and letting us do this interview. Thank you, YT. I know we were almost going to have to switch the days, but thank you, man, for coming back, man, and coming through for this. Before we end this, man, I want to ask, are there any shows y'all got coming up? Any
I want her to answer definitely. This, mother.
Wrong side.
I already planned. Wherever she at, I already told in 3. I plan on working with bro on you know, future shows, but I want to be able to perform with this one.
Yeah.
I don't get in front of folks.
Oh, man, you're always welcome to. Whenever we do an event, you're always welcome to go on there, have your own set. YT, have your own set.
No.
Y'all can
Look,
even do
the goal. Look, the goal
No,
in
but
2023 is to allow myself not to be so nervous all the time. But you know,
I'm telling you, you gonna get up on it.
we
You'll
shall
get on the
see.
stage, and as soon as you get in your mode,
We
you're gonna forget that you're even
we
there.
shall see.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you this, Cece, real shit, real fucking shit. I tell Three this all the time, and people that I talk to, enjoy that shit because I wish I still had that. Now that I know all my shit, everything's so rehearsed, everything's so practiced. Whenever I'm on stage, I don't even need the song in the back no more. I know my shit. You know what I mean? So I don't get nervous no more. I don't get, it's like when people that study for a test, they're not tripping. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I wish I could get that. I wish I had those butterflies in my stomach again. I wish. No, but I mean, like, I'm saying, like, I wish I get nervous, when I get on stage, or have that feeling like, oh man, I want, you know what I'm saying? I wonder if they like me or not. Now I'm like, I don't give a fuck if they like me.
See, look,
I like
boom,
and
right
I just
there.
became so arrogant.
I just said that.
Yeah. What are you talking about? Are they typing?
Yep.
Once you're up there,
and that's another
different.
female artist.
Shout out
female
to
artist.
I can't see no comments. I'm gonna be gangster with y'all. I don't see nothing.
But yeah, no, to me,
but
that's like, since I'm, I mean, that was my first show. Getting back to it, that's something I was gonna try to get her to. I told her, I said I want her to perform with me, because me and her, we have so many fucking records that I want to put out there live too. You know what I mean? But it's just a matter of when she'll be ready, type shit. You know what I mean? That was my question for her. When we gonna get you on the stage?
And I'm gonna tell you this I can't say take your time, but I can tell you this, like, get on it, get whatever you can do to break those nerves, get on it, because you'll see, I'm not gonna lie, you'll see the most fun you'll ever have in this music biz will be on stage.
And you talk about feedback,
so fun. Like, you don't need
the feedback at shows when people come up to you after. Exactly. They come up to you.
I'll throw up. I will fucking puke everywhere. I'll throw up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, because I people will be like, take your time. It takes time. But honestly, the way that, unfortunately, the industry, it moves so fast that, you just gotta find.
We got another one. We need YT and Cece live.
I can't see. Listen, y'all. I can't see the comments.
I'm about to screenshot that shit.
That's God telling me. If I can't see it, then it wasn't said for real.
Hey, too bad. Too bad. God made somebody create screenshots, nigga. So now you will be able to see it when I send it.
And look as motivation and be like, damn, remember when I said this shit and I was nervous? Now I'm touring the fucking country and shit. And now, Cece, you're gonna be talking like me, like, damn.
No matter how long it takes for us to be able to rock a show with a substantial amount of people there, I want to perform Loose Screws one day on stage. Because that's one. I think that's one of our. If I'm correct, aside from one, I think that's our hypest song, like energy wise. Definitely. Mm-hmm. Other than that, it's always like you said, how y'all labeled it, motivational pain type music.
Yeah.
So do you guys have any songs coming out, whether it's together or separately? Tell us, like, y'all got any new music in the works?
Yep,
any
we
albums?
working on a project. Honestly, right now, where we at it, we had a standstill with the name right now. Still trying to figure that out. We do got music that's sitting on the sideline. We just waiting for the perfect timing as far as those specific songs. Yeah. We actually gonna be shooting a video real soon to the song I just I just said Loose Screws. So if there's anybody that want to play a role in the video, because it's not gonna be a regular running gun video, you feel me?
Hey, that's what we do at LA Unlocked. We connect people. I already saw a few cameramen in here. I don't know if they're still in here, but bro, that's what we do at LA Unlocked. We connect people. We get people. You need a cameraman. Yes. We know so and so, and this is how much. We're not at the level. Maybe we can be at that level where you mentioned LA Unlocked. You get like a 20% discount, but we'll hook you up with somebody, and if their price is up, you can see their
Yeah.
quality and you can see why. You know what I mean? Like, so that's all we're trying to do. If you need that, let everybody.
Cece, you got anything you want to say?
Already. So yeah, definitely.
As far as anything, your
I got
solo music.
dropping. I do got music solo dropping for sure. Like
I can't wait for the gym. I promise y'all, I'm not lying. I'm sorry I had to interrupt with that one. That gym I was talking about earlier, that I don't know when it's gonna come, but be on the lookout for that. She got some. She definitely has some shit, bro. Okay. And I will say this because I've been sitting here thinking about it. I always think it. A part of my motivation does come from her. Even if I have to tell her that she need to get on her shit sometimes, it makes me think about what am I doing. That could be motivating.
Are you trying to make me cry?
No, nigga, I'm being straightforward.
Look at this.
I'm being straightforward. You feel me?
I wasn't.
But not like at the end of the day, when it comes to reminding myself to write some real shit or it's just something, you know what I mean? I listen to a lot of her music because a lot of her music is like shit that she's been through type shit. Nigga, I be at Amazon in an Amazon with delivering packages playing her SoundCloud because she won't drop nothing on fucking on platforms.
Man, bro, you a fan.
Nothing wrong with that either,
bro.
and people be scared to admit that shit.
Yeah. Bro, I used to chill with Jay Stone, and like I told Stone all the time, like, bro, like you're my favorite rapper, dude. Like but this is my homie, like. But I would talk to him like, bro, you're my favorite rapper, dog. Like these ain't really touching you with the bars, bro. Like real shit. Like I was joking him too, be like, I could touch you with the bars, but like these other rappers, they can't. You
talking about Jay Stone from what you call it, right? Yeah. Yep. There we go. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So yeah. So it's like that's real shit. When you really support somebody, like three really supports and loves my music, bro, and he'll tell me like, oh, damn, that shit was dope, bro. Like that is real. We need that shit in our lives. As an artist, we need that. We don't need no ass kissers or no yes sirs or yes mans. You know what I'm saying? We don't need that. Definitely. You know, but definitely, man, YT and YCCC, thank you so much for giving us your time. Letting us know about y'all and who you are. Y'all already know you guys are good in our books. I hope one day I can get another interview once you guys blown up and made it more successful than where you guys are already. Like, I hope to interview you guys so we can get another perspective of you guys', now talk about, oh yeah, man, Steve, I just came from fucking Fuck with a Child, you know what I'm saying? Or you interview at Fuck with a Child shit, fancy asses. No, but thank you guys so much, and I appreciate it. Before we end it, please let everybody know where we can catch your Instagram, all your socials.
Why you keep letting me go first? I'll be sitting here like.
She hit with that. Yo,
my
son.
Socials is I am Cece Chris, the same as my Instagram. My Twitter's the same. My Instagram obviously is the same. My SoundCloud is Cece all caps, I believe. I think so. And then my Spotify and everything else, CC all caps.
Everything is official YT #1 with the #1 at the end. Our clothing brand.
Oh, my fault.
Nigga. Our clothing brand is Code for Life. You feel me? COLD #4.
I love you, man. Yo, somebody made a comment that, sorry to cut you off, bro, but somebody made a comment that y'all should have your own show or your own live.
Hey, that'd be
fucking agree.
That's something to throw in the books.
Y'all are comedy, bro. The way y'all know each other so well.
I knew he was going. I thought about it after I already had said it. I was like, well, shit, I'm gonna keep it going.
But yeah, that's Code for Life. COLD #4 LYFE. Nigga.
Yeah.
God damn it, I got puppy duty after this. We got our collaboration page. YT _ Did we put an underscore in that motherfucker?
I think it's an X. YT.
I'm about to look right now. Hold up.
Underscore.
No, it's underscore YT _CC _official. You feel me? That's our collaboration page where we need to start utilizing that a little bit more as far as our drops. I'm pretty sure 9 times out of 10, once we finish the project that we working on, we'll probably promote it through there. But we just got to get the follows up and shit over there.
Okay. And please, bro, please send the MP3s to LA Unlock so we can have LAUnlockRadio@gmail.com so we can play your guys' music, bro, because that's what we're about. If we ever interview you,
oh, she
we're
gonna send you that
definitely
gym for sure.
That's part of that's part of the perks of getting interviewed by us. We will run you. Like, if we haven't already, we will run your music for sure. Because if we interview you, it's because we fuck with y'all. YT, we fuck with you heavy, and thank you for introducing us to Cece. Cece, I'm grateful to have you on here, man. You reminded me of what it was to first start, and I really appreciate that feeling because people forget about that shit. You know, it's such a beautiful thing when you first come into this industry because you don't know yet. And people and YT, I know you're gonna shoot on her about her answers, but no I love that she was honest with
it's regular. It's regular. I ain't tripping.
He be fucking bullying me. Don't y'all believe that
bullying
shit.
You?
Give up. Put
you
it.
know what she called me when
nigga.
You know what she called me after the pandemic, bro? I gained a little weight. She got the nerve to call me toddler tummy, nigga. Now who's the bully, nigga? Who's the bully, nigga?
You fat. He said you baby fat.
Your baby audacity to answer the phone because he might have FaceTimed me and had his shirt off and his fucking stomach was sticking out. And I was just like, looking at him and I was just like,
yo, what's up? I'm not that kind of girl, YT.
No, you nuts, bro.
No, man.
Yo, I hope you guys do. I wish you guys both so much success. And I hope you guys do decide to make your own live. Hell, I even hope one day it becomes a fucking TV show. I will watch the shit out of that, watch the reruns. If I have kids, I'll make them motherfuckers watch that shit. Because, like, you guys are a dope duo, and you're hilarious. And I'm a fan. I became a fan. So, hell yeah.
I'm putting that shit in my notes because I always got to, when I feel like it need to be manifested or brought to light, then I put it in my notes so I don't forget.
He's such a...
Bro, I'm the biggest dude, no pun intended. I'm the biggest dude that when it comes to manifesting shit. All the success and everything that I've had in my life, I said it as a kid that I'm gonna do this shit. And it happened, bro. So, and I never stop. I still say what I'm gonna do, and you know what I'm saying? Like, so keep that up, y'all. And everybody that's tuning in, y'all, it doesn't have to be music or be in a successful industry. Whatever you want to do and accomplish, manifest it, write it down, then make a plan to conquer that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's all it takes. That's all it takes, man. YT, CC, thank you guys again so much. I appreciate it. Everybody that tuned in, thank you so much. We're going to save this live, and we're going to upload it onto YouTube so you guys can feel free to go back and reflect, watch it.
Tell 3 to send it to me through the, is it Dropbox or WeTransfer? Because we want to clip some shit, too.
WeTransfer might be where bro was saying.
Definitely. So where we could get some clips out of it, you know what I mean? We might, you know what I mean, put a little something for the project type shit.
Yes, sir. And that, he said he got you. Everybody that's tuned in and showing love, we appreciate you. Thank you for the hearts, man.
We appreciate you for taking time to interview, bro.
Y'all, we don't get paid for this. I want everybody to know we don't get paid for this. So everybody that tunes in and watches us every day, we let you know that you're what we do this for. We don't do this for money. We do this to keep y'all entertained. We do this to keep the artists out there, to get them out there. And you know, I hope my interview was good for the both of y'all. I hope this could be an interview that you guys will both, you know, I know it's online, so it's not all fancy, but I hope these viewers and the audience gets a good understanding of who you guys are as not only an artist, but as people, as individuals, as a soul, because we're all souls at the end of the day, you know. So yeah, once again, man, say your guys' name real quick.
We from Color for Life. My name is YT.
And I'm Cece.
And that is.
And you already know.
You dig?
LA Unlock.
Good looking out for the setup.
Hey!
You feel me?
You know what it is? And my brother Deuce, we gotta get Deuce in here because Deuce used to be doing this.
My nigga Biggs, what up?
Shout out my brother Deuce, man. You know what And shout out Pookie F. and Rude, man. And shout out Spiffy Luciano. And shout out.
I remember that.
I don't get no more footage of it.
I remember that.
Thank you guys so much, man. One love, y'all.
man.
Appreciate you guys so much.
All right.
Love.